Okay, I'm going to show you some new features in the Navionics boating app that are pretty helpful to fishermen who fish our harbors and bays in Southern California. This shot is from San Diego Bay, and you can see the standard sonar chart detail that you would have. 1 foot contour lines showing depth changes. But one of the problems for people is that the amount of contour data can be confusing as to how it relates to shallower or deeper or whatever. So what Navionics did was they added a new feature, and if you click on the menu button, you scroll down to map options and you select overlays, sonar chart. This now shows you, it shades the water blue, and the deeper the water is, the darker the blue is, the shallower it is, the lighter the blue is. So as you can see here in the center, it's very prominent is the channel that runs through San Diego Bay. For you sand bass fishermen who are looking for that deeper water stuff, it's very easy to stay on top of that with your app. Guys fishing spotted bay bass around docks can find shallower or deeper water in the different basins to look for. And another nice feature about the app is that you have tides. And this doesn't just tell you what the tide is right now, but if you click on it, it'll show you what the current tide is, what it's going to be for 14 days out, and also the rate of flow. So this is 0.07 knots per hour. It's 0.65 knots here at the lower tide, and you can just kind of go through there and see what optimal tides will be happening. If you're worried about too much tide, too little tide, you can see it all here, plan out your trip. If you're fishing a bay that's unfamiliar to you, and it has all your data there, you're curious about a launch ramp, for example, the Shelter Island launch ramp, I click on there and go to the question mark, it'll say Shelter Island Pier and Boat Ramp, and it has all the information along with reviews from people. If it's a fuel dock or a restaurant, I can see Valley High Restaurant, which is probably closed right now due to COVID, but let's take a look at what they have to say. Yeah, it has reviews of the restaurant, the website, all the information that you might need to find it there. And it's a nice way to explore around. They have a lot of user edits, things like that. Just cool information you can have in that contour data. Getting the blue shading there makes it a lot easier to figure out what you're doing. So there you go, some good changes.